out here in the woods in Tillamook Forest is I wanted to do a video to see if I could pack a survival kit that works into my little day pack, my Camelbak that's always with me. It's a way to carry water, but I thought, let's see if I can. I always carry water purification tablets, and I usually have some first aid stuff, but I've added fire starting to it, and also with this small tarp I can have shelter. So I'll do a close-up on my fire starting kit and we'll see what happens. Alright, so I did do some experimenting with this at home. I do have a backup plan of some Survivor waterproof, windproof matches that do have a little bit of cotton in there. But I'm going to try to see if I can get a spark. In these old tins I have two things that work really well to start a fire. And I have to get some sparks going first, but duct tape is a great way to have a, even with damp wood, it'll keep burning for a while. But I make these little sort of cigarettes of duct tape, and I keep them in something dry. And then over here is, you guessed it, a tin of I tried to get the laundry lint, but it didn't, there was nothing in it miraculously. So, nothing in the dryer. So I packed got the hand vacuum, and I got a bunch of dog fur and lint from that. So I'm going to try to get a spark onto that and see what I can do. And then I got my little twigs, bigger twigs all over here. And so I have this, so let's give it a shot. Boy, not off to a great start. Boy, that dog hair burns fast. And it stinks. It smells like dog hair. Oh, I had it. This isn't funny. Let me see if the moss goes. I don't know. Let's see if moss is flammable. Yes, it is. Well, the good news is I was able to get the fire started without having to use matches. And the moss that that's going to be my insulation tonight is the only thing that lit. The paper towels for some reason didn't light, and neither did the lint from the vacuum cleaner. So the moss saved my butt twice, and I must be craving cookies. But one thing that's a little alarming is the fire. I'm set up close to the fire on purpose to take advantage of the reflection of the fire, but I'm laying on a big fire box, fire tenders with this moss all here. So one spark goes up over there, and I'm cooked chicken. So if they find my body, who wants my motorcycle? Anyways, so that's a little concerning, but I'll just try to, maybe I'll put up some, maybe I'll do a wood barrier right in front to keep the sparks low. But anyways, good to have fire. The sun's just about done. So yeah, moss and a little, took a while, but we got it. So I finally got the campfire going better than just a little couple sticks going. It was a lot of the wood here is wet. We're in the Pacific Northwest. I'm in the coastal range mountains, and everything's pretty damp, and even stuff that you drop and it makes a nice dry cracking sound. When you actually try to burn it, it just seeps water out of the ends. You can hear it sizzling a lot of times. But I got some good coals going, so I'll be able to heat up my water to make dinner. And I was worried though about the fire, because without heat to reflect off of my shelter, I can't, I'm just going to be cold, and I don't have a sleeping bag tonight, so we're up in the mountains, it's going to get cold. And yeah, another funny thing I did, because I'm such a paranoid freak, is I put, there's 3 trails that lead to this campsite. My motorcycle's up there a little ways, but I put big bundles of branches, noisy branches at the 3 trails coming to my campsite, so if I have a visitor late at night, they'll have to go crunch crunch to get to me. Not that I'll be sleeping great anyways, but a little alarm system, as it were. There's my firewood, my fire, and my accommodations for the night. Yeah, I hope it doesn't rain. So, got my dinner cooked, and I'm gonna snack on that. Did you hear that? Ever since it got dark, there's a lot of me going, what was that? And yeah, it's a little spooky out here all by yourself, and it's funny, a tent doesn't have that much protection from a wild critter, but the walls sure feel more substantial than just being out here. I've done a lot of cowboy camping under the stars over the years, but usually with a group of people, or I don't know, somewhere a little less wild. So it's a little spooky, but I'm not cold. I can't even tell if this is doing anything. I don't know. Some of the time I've been hot, but it's definitely chillier in general. But I'm by the fire and I have the reflector behind me, so who knows, maybe it's doing what it's supposed to do. But so far so good. That's all. Well, that was miserable. Oh, man. I don't think I slept 10 minutes all night. Although I must have slept somewhat, because the fire dimmed down quite a bit, like where it wasn't catching anything new on fire. And the moss worked well for keeping me off the cold ground. That actually worked excellent, and it was a great fire started last night. But this morning, when the fire was when it was kind of nothing, I threw some on there, and it was, even though it was underneath a tarp, it was just damp enough, or the air's damp enough where it wasn't lighting. Or it would light, but just for a second. So I actually took a combination of that, the duct tape, the little cigarettes of duct tape I made that burn really long, and then I took 2 sticks and dunked them in my motorcycle gas tank, because this thing was not starting and I was cold. So that's kind of some of the stuff that worked and didn't work. I'll talk more in a minute. I gotta have some tea because my brain's not working. Whew. My battery cut out because it's cold. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'm excited because when I go home, my book went to the printer yesterday, so should be able to start selling copies of my new book, The Topography of Fear, which is all about coping with not freaking out in the woods and at work or whatever, wherever you choose to freak out. Anyways, thanks for watching, and subscribe, like, and all that crap. Thanks.